I think nobody will tell you this, but the war in Iran is not being funded by the US government or the Israeli government. It is being funded by venture capitalists and large financial institutions. And I'll explain why do I think so. First of all, if you believe the popular narrative that the US is stepping in purely for the freedom and welfare of the Iranian people, you are being too naive. Look at the history. Do you think US has ever done something which does not solve its own purpose? 2003 invasion of Iraq, pitched as a mission for global safety, but ultimately wanted Western control over Middle Eastern oil. 2011 Libya, overthrown Gaddafi to halt his plans to create a gold-backed pan-African currency. And this year, entering Venezuela to control the world's largest proven oil reserves under the banner of human rights. You see, this time too, the story is just as deep. First, you know from the past few years, the Russia, China, Iran axis has been actively building a parallel financial system to bypass Western sanctions. Iran has been selling its oil and resources in Chinese yuan and Russian rubles, and using that money to buy defense equipment. So, by blowing up trade routes in the region, the US is sending a loud, violent signal to Beijing and Moscow. The US still controls the global trade, and the US dollar is still the undisputed king. On top of that, Iran sits on an estimated $7 trillion worth of untapped mineral wealth. Right now, the current regime either keeps those resources locked up or sends them exclusively east to China. If the regime falls and a new US friendly government takes over, Western corporations will finally get to strike those massive extraction deals. Now, lastly, remember when I said that this war is being funded by financial institutions? Well, you see, unlike past conflicts, this war is a live fire tech demo. The US is heavily leveraging AI, autonomous drone swarms, and cloud based command systems to plan strikes and target leadership. For the defense tech startups and the venture capital backing them, a high tech war like this justifies billion-dollar valuations and secures massive long term government contracts. So, you see, the US isn't taking out a military threat, they are executing a hostile takeover of the minerals, supply chains, and financial systems that will run the global economy for the next 50 years. Because that's how geopolitics and finance actually work. I've dropped some deeper insights in the caption. Share this video with someone who needs to see the real macro picture behind this war. And let me know your thoughts in the comments.